Hey everybody. Today I want to speak about something a little different. I've been doing some Archiviz in Blender to try and kind of see what I want for my next project. And let me show you around a little bit. It's a split level because I love split levels for some reason. I just think when you're in the kitchen, you look at that living room, it just looks so spacious because it's lower. You're kind of overseeing everything. I just think it looks lovely. You get those super tall windows, those 10.5 foot ceilings in the living room, really, really lovely. And you got your kitchen. It's a pretty tiny one actually, just 2 bed and 1 bath, plus a pretty vast basement. Perhaps making a workshop down there, or just extra bedrooms and baths. And yeah, I pretty much hit the limit of what I could do with Blender in terms of rendering. I'll show you here what I was able to do. That particular 4K render took me 8.5 minutes to render, which is nonsense, really. Because if you want to record an animation, 8.5 minutes per frame, 30 frames per second for a 10-second animation, I'll let you do the maths, but it's pretty crazy. Now, I tried to do that, just let it run overnight, and my graphics card just ran out of memory all of a sudden, and it crashed. So yeah, I can't even do that. And with my recent comeback to the Unreal Engine, I figured, hey, let's see what I can do with Lumens, right? Get some dynamic GI in there and see if I can actually get the results I would get in cycles, but in real time, right? That's what the Unreal Engine is, after all. So let me open up the Unreal Engine and show you what I've got so far. Pretty close, eh? Pretty close. I do have a bit of an issue though with light bleeds and just overall weirdness with lumens that I would like to speak to you guys about. Hopefully one of you is familiar with it and can help me resolve my issues. First of all, you can see that little wardrobe here is actually brighter than the living room, as opposed to being darker, like it should be. Then let me show you the bedroom, where the light bleed is the worst. Here you can see between the door and the floor. And you can also see, if I move the camera around, there you go. I seem to be getting some sort of screen space global illumination for some reason. So when that corner is off camera, it is just super lit. No idea why that would be. No idea how to turn that off either. I looked at it everywhere, really, in the post-process volume. There's nothing about screen space, anything, really. So I'm kind of lost in there. So I would like to address those issues and see what I can get out of it. I don't have an RTX card, so I cannot use hardware ray tracing for reflections and such. So this is all software ray tracing, which is considered to be the worst, really, because hardware ray tracing gets you those super crisp reflections, super detailed reflections too. But yeah, I don't have that kind of a budget, so I'll have to stick to that for now. So yeah, this is the guest room. I've actually made all of these into blueprints, so I can change their opening angles. I'm lagging quite a bit because I've got Blender, the UE5, and I'm recording. And my computer really is getting old at this point, so I can actually pretty surprised I can do this at all. So there you are. I can open those doors and get you a little sneak peek inside of these. See, that one is actually lit properly. Don't know why the entrance one is not. Again, it depends on the angle, so it might be the screen space thing I can't disable too. See, right now it looks super bright, and then it kind of fade back to black. Also don't know what causes that. I would like for that to just be static, you know, and not kind of tweak the exposure all the time. I turned off the auto exposure, but it still does it. It's probably a Lumen thing I don't know about just yet, so... Oh no, you do not save while I'm recording. By the way, I've used all of the material from the library, the Twinmotion library, which is so awesome because it uses texture coordinates, so you don't have to unwrap anything. You've got such a massive library of materials in there, some really good stuff. Pretty stoked about it. So yeah, if any of you is familiar with Lumen and want to give me some piece of advice here to get my renders to be better, I would much appreciate that. Otherwise, thanks for watching and have a good day.